The Albertine Graben, a region of breathtaking beauty and rich biodiversity. But this natural wealth is under threat. Increased degradation, the impacts of climate change, and ongoing oil and gas development are placing immense pressure on both nature and the people who depend on it. Unstable practices compounded by poor governance are undermining both the environment and human livelihoods. For the rural communities here, this struggle is personal. They often lack the power and the tools to protect the very resources their survival depends on. Against this backdrop, the World Wildlife Fund for Nature's Leading the Change program was initiated with a clear goal to empower civil society and local communities to exercise their environmental rights and influence the decisions that shape their future. The program set out to achieve this through key pillars: strengthening institutions, improving governance, and creating conservation-based livelihoods. The first step was to build a strong foundation. The program strategically strengthened the institutional, technical, and financial capacity of civil society organizations across the region. This included providing essential tools from motorcycles and office equipment to specialized training, increasing their reach and effectiveness by 30%. The aim was to create lasting, scalable institutions.
In terms of civil society strengthening, our systems as an institution, as Keystone, have greatly improved. In terms of resources and resource mobilization as a civil society organization and as a network organization, fundraising and attaining resources to foster climate and natural resource governance in Nyoro sub-region. Because of the capacity building sessions and support we got under the program, we have seen our resources grow, for example, in terms of the budget.
With stronger institutions, the program has turned to improving governance. This involved supporting partners to work directly with government bodies.
And the best, the unique achievements include supporting the CSOs, strengthening them to ensure that they dialogue with the government.
The organization Environmental Management for Livelihood Improvement, EMLI, was supported to strengthen climate and natural resources governance, including establishing district environment committees.
We have been working on supporting the completion of the regulation to guide operations of the District Environment and Natural Resources Committee, which will serve as also the district committees. As you know, some districts had these committees, others did not have, and the Environment Act, which repealed the 1995 law, came up with a new composition. So this composition has not been easy to align and constitute such that these district committees can start function. But I'm happy, through the support of CEDA and WWF, we are able now to complete this regulation.
This advocacy also led to the cancellation of 112 illegal land titles in forest reserves, a major victory for the environmental justice.
As part of our advocacy through one of our strengthened partners, ACO, we have been able to see illegal land titles in central forest reserves being cancelled. And that is a strong win for this project as part of strengthening civil society organizations.
We did investigative research on the extent of encroachment in central and local forest reserves in central and western Uganda. And through that study, we were able to discover and unearth quite a number of irregularities going on in the forest reserves, including titling and destruction. And of course, from research that helped us to inform engagements with key stakeholders, including the Ministry of Lands, Ministry of Water and Environment, NFA, and other stakeholders.
Lasting conservation must also provide for people. The program empowered over 2,500 households with new income opportunities through nature-based businesses. From a mushroom spawn center and apiaries to a women's group making paper from elephant dung, these initiatives directly link community well-being to conservation success.
We started this about 8 months ago, and the steps we've taken so far, the lab is up and running. And this lab was done in a way we call cooperative way, lack of a better word, where we are given trainees from different parts of this region who came with our technical team here and started from ground zero to build the whole system together so that it's more sustainable. We worked with 8 selected people from different hubs which are run by WWF. They all came at TBG here, and we've been working for the past 8 months now. And where we have reached it as a point of producing mushrooms.
Special focus was placed on skilling women and youth, providing training and tools for briquette making, soap making, and beekeeping, ensuring the next generation are stewards of their environment.
We are seeing communities neighboring these natural resources, especially the indigenous people, participating in economic activities such as ecotourism that are benefiting them up to household level. The Batwa in Buniga are benefited from this project, and of course the numbers of tourists coming to their site have also increased. This directly improves their livelihoods. They are able to take children to school, they are able to save some money, and their well-being is improved.
We further enhance these communities with the sustainable ways of living, and we trained them in the bookkeeping, but also in the business, and they have managed to do a saving credit association. As Ivatwa themselves, we were told that they have around 1.3, which is a positive trend.
At the heart of all this is knowledge to improve the dissemination of forestry information, ensuring the next generation has the tools to lead.
Since our partnership began in 2023, we have trained so far 18 candidates, 18 youth. And among these, we have 8 ladies and 10 boys or men or gentlemen in different courses. I've been receiving calls from these students telling me that yes, they are doing something in their different locations. We thank this partnership of Kison, WWF, and CIDA that gives in funds to help these youth, at least to have something in life.
The test of this work is its impact on the ground. The program directly contributed to the restoration of a 9-kilometer stretch of the Semliki River catchment. A solar-powered well now provides clean water for 250 households and 1,500 animals, reducing human-wildlife conflict. Critically, a collaborative forest management agreement was signed, formally granting communities a role in managing the forests they depend on.
Now with this agreement, we are so proud because it was revised, and we knew, we went through the resource assessment. We knew that before we didn't have the firewood in our area. Now we managed to plant trees for firewood. That means we won't go back at the other rate whereby we were used to going to the forest for firewood. So we knew, now we know the benefits, we know our rights, we know the roles in this new agreement.
The Leading the Change program has demonstrated a powerful, scalable model. It has deepened partnerships with grassroots organizations and mainstreamed inclusive conservation.
This work has been done through the hub approach, and basically hub approach is where you bring all the different local CBOs working together within the same geography to work together on shared values, on shared aspirations. And I can say authoritatively that working with national and local CSO partnerships, we have been able to see improved voice of women, improved voice of young people, improved voice of the traditional marginalized communities such as indigenous peoples, see them get involved in managing natural resources in the landscape.
We want to appreciate our partners and our donors, funders, CIDA and WWF Sweden for the tremendous work they have done with us, especially with the stakeholders, the CSOs, partners. We would also wish to have another phase where we strengthen the CSOs, increase ownership of their gains, and also have the voices of the indigenous people, the communities, and their rights strengthened.
The challenges remain, but the foundation for lasting change is now in place. By building capacities, improving governance, creating alternatives, and sharing knowledge, the communities of the Albertine Graben, with the support of WWF and its partners, are not just facing change, they are leading the change.